Hello ladies and gents, and welcome back to a new game. Decided to branch out a little bit. I was a little timid of doing this beyond Minecraft and FTL because of YouTube copyright laws and stuff, but I decided, you know what, I'm not going to monetize this necessarily, but I think it's kind of actually, looking in retrospect, it was kind of silly to monetize anything, but decided to branch out and see what happens. So I'm going to put this out. This is Magic the Gathering 2012. Now before you guys close this and go to a different video because you're not CTG fans, urge you to stay and at least learn the basics. It's quite a fun game and it's actually really fun to watch. I found it's more fun to watch than to play. It's actually kind of stressful playing, but yeah. So as I said before, this is the 2012 version. I don't have the 2013 version. But 2012 is just as good in my opinion. There's not too many differences except for different decks. So, and in this video I'll be explaining the basics as we go along. But we're playing on the hardest difficulty. I've actually unlocked every card in the game, beaten everybody, etc., etc. But yeah, we're gonna go up against Koth, and Koth is a red deck user. And for those of you who are unfamiliar with Magic the Gathering, red is usually a offensive, specializes in fairly strong units and pretty offensive magic based cards, but that probably doesn't make too much sense to you guys right now, so let's go ahead and randomly choose a deck. Dragon's Roar. So we've got a red black deck, which is pretty offensive as well, so it'll be interesting to see how this goes. Go ahead and load up our game. Awesome. There's a little bit of lore that you can see in the loading screens, but so this is how every game starts. You start with a hand of 7, and I get to decide whether I want to keep my hand or draw a new hand. I have one chance to draw a new hand of 7, and then every time after that, every time I mull, that's a technical term, every time I mull and redraw again, I get one less card every time. But I'm kind of liking how this one looks. Up here, this is an example card. This is a creature card, which you can see right here. It says creature. You can see this costs 1 red mana to play. Mana is always stored up here. This is how much something costs. These are its stats. This one is its power. This is how much it'll attack for, and this is how much it can take. The second number right here. So first is how much it attacks for, second is how much it can take before it dies. And creatures, well, I'll get into how the creatures work later. And this guy also has an ability which we'll get into later. So we'll keep this hand. And Koth goes first. So he's going to play a land card, which is a red land. And lands are key to playing any unit in the game. And once you play a land, it generally is there forever until you call it back. One thing to keep in mind during Magic the Gathering is that any rule that I say there's always something that can change that rule. There's always a card that can make things a little more interesting. So right now it's my first main part of my turn, and I'm going to go ahead and play one land. I can only play one per turn unless stated otherwise. So I'm going to go ahead and play a red land so I can go play this Raging Goblin, which costs 1 mana. Now, once you use that, stop timer. Okay, once you use a mana to summon a creature, you must tap that mana, and the computer does that for me. And that means I cannot use that mana to get anything else that turn. And this guy, once I play a creature, usually it has something called Summoning Sickness, which means it cannot attack that turn. It can defend that turn, but it cannot attack that turn. But this guy has the ability Haste, which means I can attack that turn immediately, no waiting time whatsoever. So I'm going to go ahead and attack Koth for 1. And both of us have 20 life, and the objective is to get the other person down to... Ooh, excuse me. Someone trying to call me there. Anyway. So this guy, he's going to play another land card. He's still not going to summon anything, which is kind of weird. And actually, I'm gonna... One sec, guys. Sorry about that interruption, guys. Anyway, just where we left off. So now it's my turn again. And one thing I forgot to mention is that after the attacking phase, there is another main phase where I can play more cards if I wish. But right now it's our turn again, and we're going to look at our cards. We have another creature card, and this guy is a 2/2 for another 2 mana. This guy has the ability Battle Cry, which kind of a more unusual ability. Just to refresh my memory. Yeah, right. So whenever this guy attacks the opponent, all other creatures get +1 to their power, so they can hit for 1 more. What's this card? We've got Rally the Forces. So this means that all of my creatures get +1 power, and that also, and First Strike means that they will hit before any other opponents, and I might get into that later. That's not really relevant right now, and it would probably just confuse you if you don't know how it works. And Goblin Offensive, we don't really need to worry about that right now. It's really rather expensive card. But I want to put this guy on the field, so I'm going to put down another red mana, and then summon the Goblin War Driver. I don't know all these names off the top of my head, but I'll try. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and attack again, because I also have a creature that can defend now, so I don't need to worry about leaving myself open. Okay, he's going to put down a land, and he's finally going to get something. He's going to use Splitting Earth, which is going to do damage equal to the number of red land cards he has, and that's going to kill my Goblin War Driver, unfortunately, because that will do 3 damage, and my Goblin War Driver only has 2. So anything greater than or equal to its life, there's better terms for it. I can't remember them off the top of my head, but anything greater to or equal to will kill it. So we just got a dragon card. And this guy has flying, which means he can only be defended against by creatures that also have flying or have other special abilities. So that's a pretty good card. It's 4/4, and it's got flyings, and it's also got haste, so it can attack immediately. What do I want to do? Rally the Forces could be okay. Doesn't really matter at this point what card I put down, so I'm just going to put down a Black Swamp and call that my turn. And I might as well go ahead and attack. I'm doing pretty poor damage right now, but just extra damage can make the difference in the long run. And I don't know if he has any creatures that have haste, so it might not be a problem right now anyway. He still doesn't summon anything. That tells me he doesn't have any creature cards, but... Okay, so... Oh, this is a really good card to play in this battle. So whenever someone plays a red spell, that's basically any card that's outlined in red, and usually costs red mana, that means I get 1 life, whether it's my cards or his cards. And that's really good. It's a really good card to have on the field, so why not go ahead and play that card? So, that's really good. That means I'm going to be getting extra life every time I play something. Pretty much. I do have a few black cards, which won't give me that life. Anything in red. Land cards do not count as spells. So you see I did not get extra life. And I will get an extra life for that one, though. Okay, so he's got a Earth Elemental, which is just a regular 4/5. Pretty bulky card. But it cannot block my dragon, though. So I'm not going to attack with my goblin this turn, because I want to be able to block this guy. He can do a lot of damage right now. Might as well put down my last land card, and I cannot quite get that dragon out, unfortunately. Okay, so whenever I do combat and damage, he has to discard a card. That's pretty good for only 2 mana. So might as well put this guy down, and I can play this card should I want to. So if he decides to attack, I can actually kill him with this card. This card's special because it's an instant. This means I can play it at any point in the battle, should I desire. And that's good because that'll give me, if I give +1 to both guys, that'll give this guy 3 attack, this guy 2 attack. And if he decides to attack me, I can defend with both these guys and kill him, so long as he doesn't have something to mix it up. So we're going to go ahead and not attack him. Because if we attack him separately, he can choose to defend. He can only choose to defend one of us, which would kill that guy and not kill him. And after every turn, everybody's life goes back up to where it was before, so everybody regenerates after a turn. So you have to be able to kill something in one turn. So play another land. He is going to attack. Wait. Okay. I'm going to block with him and block with him. And I'm going to stop the timer. I'm going to play my instance card. Play that card. Everybody gets +1/+1. That's going to kill both of my guys. And for some reason that didn't... Why did that not kill? Oh, attacking creatures. Yep. See, the language of the game can sometimes get the best of you. That was a dumb mistake. Attacking creatures get +1. And my guys were defending, so now I am wide open to be completely demolished. Okay, so I have a Furnace Whelp. This is not a great card right now. This is not what I need. It's fairly expensive to put down, and its ability is not that great. It is flying, but I'm probably just going to sack it anyway. So not the best of cards. I could play this card, but I don't have enough lands to really make it worthwhile. This guy, I can put 1/1 creatures onto the field for every extra mana above 3 that I pay, and the maximum I could do right now is 2. So I might have to play that next turn just to buy more time. Unfortunately, those guys are going to be hard to kill right now. And I'm going to have to take damage right here. Nothing I can do. So I'm going to have to go ahead and sack my young whelp, because I don't want to take 8 damage. It's going to put another one down, so now I have to deal 3 guys at once. Oh, and it gives me another one. That's really bad. I'm just going to have to sack another one. I'm glad I am getting the 1 life for every red spell played, though. That's good. Things are looking pretty bad for me. I don't have enough mana to play a dragon, which would be really good. And of course he gains that basically means he gains control until the end of his turn. So he's going to attack with everything, which is going to be 14 damage, and that's probably good game for me at this point. Oh, 15, 16, 17, 18 damage. I think I did that right. Yeah, 18 damage. And now I'm down to 6. So pretty much I'm dead this turn unless I can pull a miracle out. This only does 2 damage to each creature. Yeah, he's gonna force me to go ahead and summon the goblins if I want to live. So my stalling game is not gonna work this turn. Looks like I'm going to lose this game. But that's just the way it goes. There is a lot of luck involved in this game. And sometimes you can't do anything about it. He's going to go ahead and he gets control of my whelp again, and that's going to be good game because I forgot to mention this guy's ability. If you pay a red mana, he gets +1 attack till the end of the turn, and you can do that as much as you want. This guy has 4, so just with the whelp alone, he can do up to 6 damage, and plus that other elemental is going to be enough to KO me. And that will be the game. And I'm down. I don't think there was really much I could have done there, honestly. He kind of got lucky getting 3 elementals. You can only have 4 total in your deck. So having 3 of them like that, that's really unlucky for me. But I hope you guys liked watching. I'll probably be doing a few more of these during the next coming weeks just because it's the holiday season. I don't have as much time to record, render, and upload, and these are easy to do, easy to render, and easy to upload. I hope you guys don't mind. Other series will still be coming out. Feed the Beast will be coming out some more. 4-Pillar Survival will definitely be coming out more, doing some of that. Other series might be making a comeback, maybe. Who knows? But yeah, I hope you guys don't mind these videos. I love doing these. If you're not a Magic the Gathering fan, give it a chance. Fun game. And as always, leave a comment if you would wish, and I will see you guys next time.